Now, I'll concur.
Yeah,
well done. I agree wholeheartedly. Now, my Maccas I'm loving at the moment is the Dogs last night winning in the wet, which is important for the Dogs. Boys, 32-14, terrific win. And Jacob, look, the good thing about it, mate, in those conditions it can be tricky, but you still moved the football, but it was more controlled than last week.
Yeah, and 100%. Yeah, it was everywhere that, we couldn't play in the rain. And at the end of the day, we were losing in the rain, so we kind of sat down and spoke about, because it never made sense to us. Our game actually suits the rain, so we sat down this week and, we just spoke about, controlling the ball and field position, and I thought like our halves, done a terrific job of that, Galvin and Berto, of kicking the ball to corners and doing what we do best.
Yeah, Galvin was very good. His short kicking game was very good last night. But, mate, honestly, boys, I just love those, I suppose we call them the utilities, that just chain pass through the middle of the field. Yeah. It's just very, very good.
Jacob, how you find fullback?
Yeah, no, it's good. Heaps more running. you're not really resting. Usually I'm used to having a carry and then going back to my wing and then having my little rest. But I got to. Now I know what kind of Tracy gets through, and honestly I have that much respect for him because, especially in our system and what he gets through. Shout out to him to help me throughout the last 2 weeks.
I was going to ask you that. Do you sort of ask him, or does he come to you and say, look, this is what my little sort of ideas about playing fullback, or does he not want to improve you so he gets his position back?
No, he's.
But it is. It's almost like you're throwing under the passes like that. You're doing everything under the sun, and then all of a sudden you throw one of those.
Take that out.
That's got to go in there because you know what? Like you had such a great game until that. I thought anyway. That's just me personally.
I agree. It's a ball player's plight. You know where the ball's got to get to. It's just unfortunately someone's in the middle of it.
And Roger's good at picking those off. So he's done it to many players before. So don't worry.
You two blokes who, part of the back three. I bet you're happy that Matt Burton's on your side and not have to defuse some of his bombs and kicks. Well, like last night, hit a 20-10 or something. Like just
that 40-20.
That was off the third tackle or something like that. Just where I'll give it here, I'll hoof it down. Then you guys were in a bit of trouble
and put a bit of bend on it.
Yeah.
Just going back to the wet weather, boys. Were you conscious of it? I know the media were talking about how you guys playing in the wet weather. Is it something that you sort of spoke about at training?
Well, I think for us, it wasn't more so us seeing what the media was saying. It was more so us understanding that we played 3 games in the wet and we went 0-3. So I think for us, it was more so just understanding what we needed to do as a team to be able to perform better in the rain. And I thought the boys did that really well. I thought they controlled the ball a lot better. Like Tigers, we obviously made a lot of errors. And then last night we got the job done.
When you said, you hear the media say things, do you boys like on a Monday get together, a couple of the guys might watch the show and you come in on a Monday and say, did you listen to what those dickheads said on the show last night?
Yeah.
They will say it tomorrow, no doubt. I tell you, mate, Stephen Crichton, and, he was on the show last year with you, Jake. What a player he is.
Mate,
what a leader.
Freak. I think in terms of centres in the competition, he's obviously the best. I think a few weeks ago you fellas were talking about Herbie Farnworth getting paid $1 million. I think Crichton should be getting paid that.
Yeah.
Just what he does as a player, but more so as a leader, like the way he leads us around.
More of this, like this. You speak about him being an awesome leader as well, but just from an outsider looking in, like we know he's an absolute talent. But is there times where you think, geez, I'd love to get his hands on the ball a bit more and run it because he's so devastating. And you see what he did there, just brushed off a few and scored a try. But then in other games, he kind of, he's quiet. But I suppose what I'm getting at is it more of his leadership, his leadership as a captain or as a player? I wholeheartedly agree. When you get special players like that, you don't want them just sitting in that 10-metre corridor. You want them floating and linking. Get your hands on the ball because he's devastating. He's a freak.
He's some sort of player. Fletch?
My Maccas online at the moment is James Tedesco again. What a game he had up there in Brisbane. I think we've spoken about this before. I think he's a moral for the Dally M. Having seen what he did live against the Manly Seagulls last week, this bloke is just he's a phenomenon.
Is this his best ever year?
I feel it is. I know he's played some. He's had some cracker seasons, but I feel this year, considering it was such a young team or youngish team, and he lost all that experience in the off season. Yeah, he won the Artie Legacy Medal for the best player on the field, so James Tedesco is flying.
Because he's sort of like, he's well known like his motor going through the middle and tippy-toeing through, but it's his ball playing and everything now. So much more a complete player. Well, didn't see this coming. Well, 64-12 over the Dolphins. Dolphins are ravaged by injuries. You can see it is just starting to catch up with them, but by the same token, it was a powerhouse performance from the Chooks. Mate, Sammy Walker was terrific. You can just see now him starting to fulfil that potential we all knew he had. He and Hugo,
Hugo, I thought Hugo had a great game of squaring the team up.
Beautiful.
Like, he wasn't afraid to sink the ball into the line and cop a bit of a shot late if he got that pass away. And same as Walker as well. I thought that was probably one of his better passing games as well. But this guy he's an absolute freak. That first try he brought down, he climbed 3 metres in the air to get over the top. But
what about this play here?
This
is just, look at this.
Boom, and
backyard football.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, boys, isn't it funny? People on the couch, and there's a magic in this couch. Fox, 2 tries. Marky Mark, 3 tries.
Yeah.
You blokes next week, 3 or 4.
You're playing the Chooks, are you?
Chooks,
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah. Okay. It's a shame that. Now, it was a feisty encounter and a couple of sin, but at one point, they went down to 11 men each side. You wouldn't believe it. Spencer was involved. It was going on. But, no suspensions.
No suspensions.
Not from that.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I did.
Marcelo was talking about like old school. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
the shape. I liked how he shaped up.
It was an old school.
Yeah. I don't know whether they needed to send 4 off though.
Yeah.
I think that was a bit over the top. OTTs, the young people say. Yeah, I just thought it was.
I'm trying to think of another term there.
YOLO.
For sure.
What about Riz? Do you use Riz a lot? My kids use Riz.
What's Riz?
Rizzing? Like you got charisma?
Is that a bad thing?
No, is it? Is that bad?
You say
Oh, we don't say
Rizzy.
What do you say? Rizzing?
guys,
Rizzy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Rizzy.
No, not Solana. Sorry.
Believe it or not, my Maccas I'm loving at the moment came from this game. Donahue on Wong, massive hit. I thought it was outstanding. 2 big guys just coming together. Bang. Bang. And of course, all legit. Yeah, there was a bit of a head knock, but these boys were ready. Both sides were revved up. He did get a bit of a bump from his teammate, which put him off a little bit. But look, I agree that nothing came out of this.
Yeah.
And it was, just great contact.
Some sort of player, Donahue.
Isn't he
really.
beautiful?
Yeah,
he's
and he's
good
just
player.
aggressive. Yeah. Boom, he got sent though, didn't he? Bang.